we're live.
Hello, folks. Welcome. It is Sunday evening, which means it's this particular Sunday, anyway. Which means it's Duval Dragons Sunday. Well, how about that for you? Isn't that just special? My name is Jacob Blake, Duval King Jacob. Wherever one can be found on the internet, I use he, him pronouns. This is the wonderful show that I just so happen to be the Dungeon Master for the last almost 3 years, which is astounding because I discovered through the powers of Facebook, which is typically not great, that May 3rd, 2020 was the day of the start of something incredibly special. And which at the time was just me being like, oh my God, like I'll run a game on stream and like try not to panic as much as possible because it was like a big deal because I'd never done that before. And that gave birth to some really special friendships, and it's gonna be great because I'm gonna kill all the characters. Anyway, that's the start of this show, and as always, welcome to
I never do it. I don't know why. But, here we are.
And Dragons. There we go. That felt great. I love that. Like, Jess went from not doing it ever to pointing out the contrarianism every time.
I just don't.
I just don't. It's okay. It's okay. We need that like balance in our lives sometimes. Anyway, yes. So episode 53 of this fine, wonderful show. Thank you for being here. But of course, not to be remiss, we are missing one sincere Thunder Finder, i.e. Chris, who is off being the really cool, less lightning thunder dad.
How dare he be a supportive
absolutely
father? The audacity.
The literal audacity. The world is about to end in Yorohasu, and he's like, I gotta go take care of like my kid or something. Ugh.
The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. I'm not here for it.
Exactly.
We love you, Chris.
Chris.
Good job being a good dad.
Yes, of course.
You're creating memories.
Yes. Well, you could be creating memories with us, but like, it's okay. Okay, fine. Anyway, so we will. Chris will be back with us in, of course, 2 weeks, which will be a shame because it might be a crater. I will make him pay for missing the episode. No, I'm not. I'm totally kidding. That is not true. Or am I? Anyway, but of course, Chris isn't the only wonderful cast of one of the words. Why are words hard today? He's the only one that is here that could be here. So introducing the folks that are here, starting with Joe, Lisa. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, that's Jay. My brain shredded out for a minute. I play
this is season,
Rune,
apparently.
still reeling from Friday. I am the Goliath Paladin with a heart of cubic zirconium, and hopefully I don't die.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. Boy, would your wife be mad about that?
Steel. A heart of motherfucking steel.
Really helped her against Matthew the Ancient Red Dragon. Anyway, so and of course Scott Wren. Not to be remiss. Anyway, thank you, Shalisa. Jess.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes at me. I'm Jess from Freckle Sketches Everywhere. I use she, they pronouns. And tonight I am also Zakria Ra'ashi, our Fire Genasi Paladin, Oath of the Ancients, super awesome fire mom who uses she, her pronouns.
Abso-damn-lutely. And lastly, the guys whose names on the damn channel. Maddie, what's up?
Huh? What? Who am I? Oh, hey. What's up, folks? I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games, these he and pronouns, and I'm playing Rilo, Rumblebelly, the Petitfling Sorcerer Warlock with wings.
Boy, does he have wings now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to my family and see if I can get their help with all this noise and stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of that, previously on Duval and Dragons, our wonderful, beloved, oh, what up, Dayton? Our wonderful, beloved peacekeepers were heading back home to the Peacekeep after a arduous, long day of conversation and negotiation, in which they made some plays against Bradshaw that we'll see how that will manifest. And they got home and needed to do a bit more because Rune had a bit of catching up to do and needed a bit of an outlet for frustration and anxiety. And thanks to Zakria and Rilo and Satir, was able to do that. All while Satir had a bit of a moment himself and had a bit of a visit by some sort of lightning-like creature that seems to have represented the storm. Oh, hello there, phone. And all while the mood continuing to be tense, figuring out the next move as less than 24 hours from that moment. The meeting we've all been waiting for is set to begin. But before all that, we have to do an interview with the alleged, hopefully, newest member of our lovely peacekeeping familia here, as they were awoken by the sounds and smells of fresh pastries and as well as coffee. Hold on one sec, because there we go. I always remember Azias' name incorrectly. As Azias Theranor, our brand new halfling, bald, purple and pink robed friend, made their way to the Peacekeep and was initially accosted by a very familiar large lizard Melora. Having survived that encounter, went to go see if they survived the interview. And through some very deep questioning, there was really a few major factors at play. Though honest, there was a bit of greenness to Azias, but believing them to be a valuable asset, it was decided that they would indeed join the team and have made their way towards their room and started setting up their things in the Peacekeep, all while revealing that they may have skywrote their dads to let them know that they got the job. A little bit of excitement before the evening's mission to come. And as we sort of pick right up mid-conversation, as Gus advised Azias that you'll fit right in, we will pick up there with some current ideas, as today is the day. The evening will likely come quickly. There was some supplies that wish to be picked up, some knowledge that is wished to be gained in several areas of the city. So where do we start, Peacekeepers?
Okay. Zakria, you wanted to go find a library?
Yeah, I'm heading off to the library. I was also going to probably get the diamond since I'm heading into the rich district.
Oh, word. Okay. I am gonna go talk to my family. About seeing if they'll help out and whatnot. Um, I think they could provide some really good backup in case things go really sideways.
Right.
Yeah.
So since we're definitely doing the buddy system, me and Gus will go with Rilo for sure, because you can't be the small triple play by yourself.
No.
By the way, are we updating the name because you can fly now?
To what?
I don't know.
Small triple
But
fly.
also with Azias, like, are we a Grand Slam now? Like,
well, no, the Grand Slam's on is potential just to get through the probation period, right?
Oh, right. Yep. Oh, right. Because we're still evaluating, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We're mentoring, right?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But we could go from the small triple play to the small triple fly.
I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. Gus? I don't really care.
Yeah, you do.
It's just a name. I don't really see the value in the debate.
Gus?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, if you guys care about it, I guess, then yeah, this much, I suppose. Yeah.
I know
I don't know.
care. I know you care. It's okay.
Well, they're all sorted out. Zakria, if you're headed in the rich district, I guess I'll tag along with you. I need to. I just want to make sure that people who don't want to be involved know where to go. Head toward the theater. Maybe just
That's
give them
fine.
some. Yeah.
I'll take
Last
company.
minute.
So Tor, why don't you go with Rilo? We'll head out.
Aye.
Do the voice.
Do it, Jacob. Do the voice.
Oh, Sator, here's a big sandwich. There you go. Yeah.
It's like, do the truffle shuffle.
Just snack on that for a while. All right.
Everyone's so mean to me. We finally find like my weakness of accent, and everyone's just.
I'm trying to help,
exploiting it.
man. I'm trying to keep him from talking. All right. I'm trying to help.
Sator, he is a sandwich.
Here's a sandwich. Just
It's peanut butter.
Which you
and
know
jam
that
it.
he'll eat in 2 bites. So if he's got a really good
not
metabolism.
this sandwich.
It's a Rilo special.
That's right.
What's on it?
Well,
everything but mustard.
well, I
Oh.
mean,
Well, yeah, Maddie.
basically, but it's essentially like stuff you can't chew through, like lead, and
Trying to poison it.
Who is Lockjaw?
not lead. I'm just kidding. It's I don't know.
Yes.
It's just a sandwich. It was just made from the pastries that Azias brought because I didn't see any other food around, But then I grabbed a book and stuck it in there and make it so they can't really eat it all the way through. Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, Azias comes downstairs. So, where would you like me today?
Well, if you're going to be mentored by the small triple play, you should follow them as well.
All right.
Well,
happy to be involved.
That would be great. But, I ask, since it seems like you and Rune have 2 different destinations in the general vicinity, but not the same place, that's not a buddy system.
Oh, we're just gonna take one, take turns. I'm heading to the library. She's heading to
I'm gonna stick around
check
there.
on some people. Yeah,
You're always going to be together?
I don't see why not.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. But, Rune, you have to promise.
I promise. And she like looks at Sakria like
Look, don't look at me like I know.
I promise that we will stay in contact with each other the entire time.
You'll stay with each other the entire time.
We'll stay with each other the entire time.
Okay.
Azias raises a hand.
What's
You don't
up?
have to raise your hand. You can just talk.
Oh, sure. I have a follow-up question.
Uh-huh.
Based off of the current conversation, is it safe to assume that there was a previous event that is causing the triple checking of this buddy system?
Yep.
Hard yes.
There
Well,
was a few of them.
Oh,
and the the clockwork ticking starts to get quite audible to everyone at that moment. Maybe something.
oh, I see. I didn't mean to hit it quite on the nose.
It's just easier for our group with everything we've got going on if we always have at least one of our party with each other. However, I did also think you Azizis you as now I'm getting the name mixed up.
Azias.
Azias, I'd still like you to
Jesus.
head to the theater to see if you could be some assistance to the piano player there. Seeing as you're a bard, I think you might be well suited to help them keep the crowd occupied when shit starts to go down.
Certainly. Is that where you would like me to be during your meeting?
That might be a little far.
Well, Zakria, that's your call.
Maybe at the bar at the Brass Tacks.
Yeah.
I suppose the actual question is more than just me then. Not really having anything to do with the buddy system, but are there other resources in play here?
There are some other resources, yeah.
And rather you hear Sam say, he's asking a lot of really, actually they're asking a lot of really good questions.
See,
I would have never thought to ask about resources and stuff.
We've got a number of resources at play, yeah. We've had a few conversations with the mayor, the inn. We've spoken to where the fighting ring is. Rune has had a conversation with a pianist somewhere in the Rich District. And that bar in the Rich District, the arena. So, a number of things at play here. We're just trying to figure out where you might be best suited, where help will probably be most needed. And considering we're expecting the harshest of the riots outside of the place that was most oppressed, the place of the oppressors.
I see.
We're trying to station enough people there to crowd control. I don't like crowd control now. It sounds violent. Crowd soothe.
Maintaining
We'll go
the
crowd
peace,
soothe.
like we're peacekeepers. That's what we do.
We will have the guard on our side
Peacemakers.
per my conversation with the mayor, but there's more I have to talk to him about.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll be meeting. Well, no, I'm going with the triple play. Sorry.
We've got time. We can re-meet after our collective errands and then redistribute as needed if there's anything additional that comes up. That said, Rilo, for the sake of easier communication, would you like for Rune and I to have Pepper?
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Just to borrow her so that if anything needs to be asked or a conversation needs to be had, we can all at least communicate with each other effectively.
Yeah, totally.
Fair.
No, that's I should have thought of that. Wow. Um, Pepper is also a viable candidate to be a buddy in the buddy system.
Oh,
So is Melora.
oh,
Oh, don't worry. Most of us, especially the Smoles, are pretty afraid of Melora most of the time.
oh! I, I wasn't afraid. I
Oh.
was just a little surprised.
Oh,
Not in a negative way.
you're not afraid of Melora?
No.
Wow. You gotta tell me how you did that.
And they kind of just kind of look off a little bit. I'm not really particularly afraid of anything, I suppose.
Oh, that's dope. And huh, a little that kind of scares me a little bit. Huh.
Oh, my apologies.
No, it's I think it's funny. It feels like that's what like irony would be like or something if I understood irony. But anyway,
They look like they have a question on their mind, but they don't say anything.
yeah, you're not gonna get the answer you want. Anyway, okay.
Hashtag Rilo things. Anyway,
Basically, okay, cool. So, I guess Satur and Azias are with the small triple play, and Zakria and it's the
What?
he's and theys and the she's, and, yeah, because they're taking Pepper, you know, and you know, and then the he's and theys are over here, and the she's are over there, right?
I suppose that makes sense.
It's fun. You guys are gonna have ladies' night. Woo! Or day, whatever. I don't know. It sounded. I don't know. I don't know. It sounded funner in my head, but
Sam's like, no, I think it sounds really fun. I mean, is that more of the irony? Is that also an irony?
I have no idea what that is.
Me neither. And me neither.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, that's fair. I am just. Yeah, all right. Let's go. He walks out the
Before
door.
we go,
Oh, what?
remember, we don't have to walk if we don't want to. We can teleport.
To
Good luck with that, Sator. Zakria leaves.
to the brass tacks.
If we want to.
We have a teleportation circle there.
In the room.
Well, that's right. Oh, cool. All right. So, Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was weird. Your camera was like kind of doing this weird thing. You were kind of stuttering a bit for a second.
weird.
There. It was very odd. Okay. So, Satur, buddy, let me distract you with words and things while Sam and Gus do their thing.
And Sam just points at the teleportation because they drew it earlier yesterday. So it's just like up just a few steps from the stairs up.
Cool. Over here, man. I have another sandwich.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Is he a dog now?
Shut
Close
That
the
would
door.
be a
Come
normal
on.
handling check.
This is what happens when he's
Chris,
not
you
here.
need to stop doing this.
This is what happens when he's not here, okay? So,
So bad.
persuasion is a 21.
21. He just sighs. And just takes a drink and then walks over there. And Sam and Gus sort of wave their hands, and the teleportation circle ignites with this purple arcane energy. All right, let's go.
And yeah.
And
I'll, never mind. I'm okay. Never mind.
Okay, cool. Anything you wanted to do, Zachariah, before heading out?
No, not really. Square's just gonna jump on the lizard.
Okay.
Put Pepper in Enron's old usual place under the armor.
Oh, buddy.
And follow after Rune.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. So, let's see. Zachariah and Rilo, roll d10.
Okay. 3.
9.
9. Okay. So we are going to start with the Zachariah rune cast first, then.
Okay.
And also something else.
Oh, fun.
So, as you make your way back into town, into the dirt streets of the Po District, seemingly no holes or metal covers for Rune to step in so far. So good. And what immediately hits you is, out of the several days that you've been here, there's nobody on the streets.
Like
not
none?
a single person. And you hear it's like an old Western. You start to hear doors that are shuddering, the sounds of wood smacking on wood. It is perhaps jarring to only hear the morning birds and the slight wind of the morning.
I'm gonna slow up a little bit, kind of trying to get next to Melora as Zachariah's right now. Okay, this is weird, right?
Only a little calm before the storm.
Yeah, but I would think that they might still try to act as if things were, not as
Okay.
we're saying, yeah, but just kind of up and I don't even know if is it more or less like there is just nobody within our visual sight, or there is literally it's clearly empty.
Make a perception check.
Can I jump in on that?
Please.
Perception. Am I good at that? Nope, sure ain't. Oh, that's
16.
that's gonna be a 6.
Rune, I think based off of the previous night's events, and the morning, it's it's like your vision for a second like isn't focusing. Like you kind of have that like the better parts or the back end of maybe a bit of a migraine, and it's causing just that like that bit of tension. Zakria, you fortunately are able to sort of look around, and you don't see anyone either, except for one thing in particular that stands out to you. Is there is a fairly tall figure that is walking down the street towards you all, that is now that you didn't see initially, and they are wearing a dark cloak. Their hands and face obscured from view currently, about at this point 150 feet away.
And they're
At
they're
about
just
100
walking.
feet, they stop and raise a hand, like so, like this, and you immediately see the reptilian scales on the back of their hand, and forehand as well. Which
when this
you seem-
person stops, Zakria is
Mhm.
going to stop and pull Rune to stop also.
It has been quite a while, Zakria Rashi. I come with a package from, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say friend. And they they actually, like, underneath the cloak, they kind of pull out this long burlap sack and toss it forward, and it just kind of onto the dirt about 60 feet in front of you.
Do I recognize the voice?
Yeah, you do. It has been a while though, since the desert. Actually, it's been a while. It is the voice of the leader of the Yanti group that you all met, Saltil.
Does Zakria look worried? Like Rune's trying to like read her face to see if like.
Good question.
Zakria's not hiding anything. There's some worry at first. The worry slightly reduces at the sound of the voice, but then when they say they bear a package from maybe a not friend, her face sort of hardens. Because that could be, at this point now, that could be anybody.
Right.
Saltil.
Oh, you remember. Good.
Wasn't that long ago? How do you fare?
Fairly well these days.
Mind if I ask who the package is from?
I don't mind. It's a mutual acquaintance of ours. Bradshaw?
No tricks?
I'm being honest, and I am. I don't even know what's inside. He just paid me a good bit of money to get it here.
Zakriya's gonna
If
look
it
at Rune.
helps, it's heavy.
Like Rune's got her quarterstaff like out and just like taking.
As he sees you do that, don't recognize your friend, but I mean neither you any harm.
He's
I assure
okay.
I've
Just a
done
messenger,
battle.
I imagine. Just a messenger.
I've done battle with Zakria before and came out on the losing side, so I would like to stay away from any escalation.
And like Rune's not gonna say anything. She is literally just looking like from Zakria to the person to the burlap sack. Like it's like Rune has now been put on like high alert, and like you just kind of see her hands like tighten.
As quietly as Zakria can, just be on your guard, but he's okay.
Just like nods and acknowledges her.
All right. Well, you can consider your package delivered. I suggest you get out of here in case there is shenanigans in there.
All right. Well, hopefully see you around.
Take care. Shit's about to get weird. Do actually take care.
Yeah. I've lost enough people. I know. And he about faces, and there's a shimmer.
Before they leave.
Okay.
Zakria wants to ask, have you taken sides?
The shimmer sort of fades. And not even looking back to you, whoever wins.
Do you have any opinions on who?
On that note, he'll spin back around. And pull down his cloak, and you see his familiar to you, Zakria, his familiar green snake skin and long face, and his reptilian eyes, though piercing and mysterious, sort of look lost in thought at the query in mind. I'm being real honest again. Shadow Initiative did a bit more for me than the Peacekeepers have. But that's just strictly me personally, as well as my family. Not to say y'all haven't done nothing. We had quite the time hanging out with you all and facing those Bullet. Tragedy that it seems like so long ago. It's strange to step in from one war, ceasefire, and loss to the middle of something else. Something maybe even more dangerous. If it's any consolation, and it might not even be, he certainly has promised us a seat at the table. Matter of fact, you remember Eku, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be at that meeting with all y'all, representing us and ours. No one's ever done anything like that for us. But you know me, I'm a survivor.
If we come out of this on top, can I ask for a conversation?
Of course. And this time you won't have to find me in the desert to have one. Or, halberd on my throat. Good times.
We're trying to do things differently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He'll step forward, like about a pace or two.
Yeah.
And look at you like stone cold stare. What's different from the first time?
Before, the people I've met, understanding who Bradshaw is, and this town, I was ready to solve everything with my halberd. That's just not the way shit is. I don't know. I don't understand how I expected to keep peace with force. I'm ready to hear everybody. I've learned a lot in the short amount of time that we haven't seen each other. Everybody deserves to be heard. So I would like to have a conversation if we get out of this unscathed.
All right. How can you be reached for a follow-up?
Zakria is going to take out like 3 paper birds, like 3 pages of paper birds, and present them. It's the best I got.
You will attempt to close distance.
Yep.
And reach out a snake-like hand and take them from you if you give them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I hope to be seeing you then.
Same to you. Be well.
Yeah. Good luck today.
Appreciate it.
And he'll take a step back and shimmer, and he disappears.
Zakria lets out a breath. Looks down at the package. Without looking at Rune, just his name is Zaltiel. Kind of helped start this whole peacekeeper thing. Kidnapped our queen. We stopped him. Queen returned, we encountered him back at the end of the desert. Actually had a sit down. It was really productive. They're nice people. They did what they had to do, or what they believed they had to do for their country. And that's what felicitated peace. But when your people are oppressed, you do what you gotta do to survive, and that's what he's doing. I imagine he's just making a quick buck by delivering this to us. I hope. I would rather not have the opportunity to kill him again.
You're muted. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Rune, like her, like she's still kind of tense. Like it's very visible that she has not like dropped her guard, like yet, but so she's keeping like a very like stoic demeanor. But she's kind of just like, oh, you know what they say. If you're gonna dance with the devil, you better be the one leading.
No, I've never fucking heard that, but that's pretty good. I'll have to use that.
I think it's safe to say that Bradshaw has definitely won some people over and has made some promises that, knowing him, he'll definitely keep.
I think it will.
Just the question is, if he's promising people a seat at the table, then who's gonna give up their spot first?
I also don't want to martyr the guy. Bradshaw's been the face of hope for this place since well before we got here. We've got to figure out a decent way to take him out and show the people how he does the things he does. And make sure that what we do isn't going to kill the hope of this town.
At this point, I think whatever happens is going to happen. We've done everything you can. We've put everything we can in place. If people still want to do things Bradshaw's way, that's fine by me. But if the goal is to be a change and to restart with everybody on equal ground, then I've made my peace with some things. And Rune just kind of keeps walking.
We're not going to deal with that thing. Zakir's going to point to the package on the ground.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather not.
I'm not in any mood to piss him off further. If you want to take a step back, I'll check it out. I can't hear you.
Yeah, like Rune did. She like walked around the package. She didn't stop. She just walked past it.
Okay.
Alright. Zakria is going to tell Pepper to go with Rune.
Okay.
And then get off of Melora and also tell Melora to go with Rune. And once everybody's like 60 feet away or so, Zakria is going to check out the package.
There is a hesitancy from Melora.
I'll be fine.
About make a persuasion check.
$24.
Melora doesn't say anything, but there's a tone, a familiar one. Classic Melora. But in the sense of like, if you fucking die, I'll fucking kill you. Like that kind of thing. But she will listen to you as you look at this incredibly large gray burlap sack.
In Melora's head, if you're right, I'll let you eat one of my fingers. I don't give a shit. And she's gonna grab it off the ground.
Okay, it is incredibly heavy, but you can still pick it up. It's just like it's one of those like lift with your knees type situations, or you'll throw out your back.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it back on the ground and start to unwrap the thing.
Okay. As you start to unwrap, at first you think maybe your worst fears are realized as there's a electric pulse, like almost like static electricity. And in a moment you're like, oh fuck, like this was a trap, but it subsides immediately. And as you open it up initially, the first thing you see is a shade of familiar blue. And you realize that current is attached to this thing. As you open it up further, you realize immediately that blue familiar belongs to not one, but two Bahir heads. And there's a scroll inside it as well.
Take it out, open it.
It says, you may think that you know what I am capable of, but what you may not realize is who's a friend and who's a foe.
We're good.
Rilo. As you, unless you want to do something really quick, Jaleesa, I wanted to use a pregnant pause effectively.
No, you're so good. I was gonna say, or like Rune, like she walked ahead, but she kind of like, it was that slow walk of like, in case some shit did pop off, she could turn right back around.
Sure. All right, fair enough. Rilo, as you appear in your room, inside of Brass Tacks, a familiar one, and Satir looking a bit uncomfortable, but the rest of the group is fine. So what are you up to?
Okay. All right. So, doing okay there, Tour? Good, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, let's go down see my family. Or wait.
All right.
Yeah.
You head upstairs. Because there are a couple floors above you,
right.
Where the suites are, and you go to the door. It's closed this time.
Oh, yeah. Knock on it.
And knock. And a familiar voice, sort of muffled by the door. Yes.
It's Rilo.
Oh, yes, dear. Of course. One second. And the door opens, and everyone is there, with the exception of hold on, of Azet. The rest of your family is there, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey! Wow.
Oh, hey, dear.
Hi. How y'all doing?
Well, we just had a bit of breakfast downstairs, and now I suppose we're preparing for a very different big day.
Yeah. Um.
I assume that's probably why you and your friends are here. Oh, and there's someone new.
Oh yes. Mom, Dad, everybody. This is Azias. Azias is a new hire to the
This
peacekeeping
salutes.
group. um, I am gonna be his mentor. And
There, as soon as you say the word mentor, there is an audible gasp from your entire family. That immediately, like when you say something and you're like, nope, nope, come back. Like with the exception of one person, actually, which is your mother, who just smiles, and you get that warm sense of like pride that's emanating from her right now. And you see your sisters are beginning to like they like go to interrupt each other and like both at the same time like what would you be a mentor you and then they shut up because you actually see what's your passive perception.
oh, my passive. Hold
Well,
on.
it's like not super high, but
It's
I'm
not super
curious.
high. It's 12.
12. That's enough because you see your mother like hand like behind her and kind of like doing sort of like please and they shut up.
Yeah, I know it sounds just straight up banana pants, right? But yeah, it's true.
And then, like as soon as you say that, see, you didn't have to tell us that. See, he agrees.
I um understand why you would think that because, well, you don't know Rilo as well as you know Lear, so that's it.
That all right. Come in, dear. You don't need to stay in. You and your friends don't need to stay in the hallway.
Right.
Aziz, pleasure to meet you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for make. It's good to be here. Happy to help.
Um.
Oh, you're adorable. All right.
Right. Right. That's what I was saying. Okay. Yeah, you get it, Mom. You always get it. Um. Anyway. So tomorrow or today, later tonight. Um. We're having a meeting, um of sorts that is likely to escalate into a potential confrontation of sorts.
Right down there.
Yeah. Some of the stables. Um, because last time we had a meeting in this spot, there was a major confrontation that got pretty darn wicked. Um,
Would you mind defining wicked for me, dear?
um, you see that man right there, that very large man, standing behind me. Um,
Yes, Mr. Thunderfinder.
yes. He was down.
Oh, all right.
And uh, really, one of the only things that cut any through a lot of their defenses was the fact that I can see through magical darkness.
That is convenient.
But I know he's going to have way different tricks this time. I don't know what they are, but anyway, we might need some backup
All right.
because I don't know what he's got planned. Um, he's got this. He runs this thing called the Shadow Initiative,
Hmm.
and um, he's he's got a different way of doing things. You know, um, he doesn't really care about who gets hurt. You know, as long as his way happens. You know, um,
Your dad speaks up at this point. Oh, we know them types.
yeah. And I just, gosh, I really try, talking to this guy and reasoning with him. I feel like he can really just do better and be better. But
Rilo, your dad sort of interrupts you with a bit of a stern look on his face. May I ask you a very personal question,
yeah,
son?
yeah,
In this trip, this adventure of yours, you ever killed anybody?
yeah.
How did it feel? Your sisters like sit down with and they're just like,
Um, Awful.
are you prepared to do it again?
Yes.
All right. You'll sit down on the bed with a bit of a sigh.
It's not only about keeping the peace, but about doing the greater good. I
And
mean,
your mom says, and you believe that you are doing the greater good in this?
yeah. We're trying to do this without violence, Mom. We're trying to do this the right way. You know? Where innocent people don't get hurt. Bradshaw doesn't care about that. He will hurt anybody who gets in his way. And honestly, it's like a tool to him that helps to prove his points.
She's kind of like holding onto your words and sort of letting them process. And your dad says, people like that, there are no innocent people.
I know.
Hell, if I'm being honest, just based off of how people act, he's at that part, I can find a little bit of commonality with. Doesn't mean I'm gonna kill anybody though. Get my point across. Son, I are certainly worried. We're here to help in any way we can. You just let us know how you'd like to go about that.
Well,
Matter of fact, your mom and I, when we were out the other day, went and picked up a map of the city. Figured you and your friends wanted to deploy whatever you have somewhere.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you mentioned backup. Does it make sense for everybody to be right outside the stables, or should there be some places elsewhere?
Um, yeah, that's definitely something um that yeah um we would definitely want to do that. Yes. God damn it! Shut up, Patch. Um, but of course, the coordination and stuff like that. I'll need to talk to Korea about that and everything. But
Son, I'm gonna be real honest.
huh,
Those people of yours, they seem mighty nice, but we trust you.
that's fair.
So in my mind, because let's be very brutally honest, this decision could hurt, maim, or kill some of us.
Yeah.
And if I know if I'm going into the great beyond, I'd rather be mad at my boy than some random.
Okay.
Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that, then that's another conversation, I suppose.
No, it's. I think if there's anything I've learned since I left home, is that life is short.
Ain't that the truth?
Sitting on your laurels and hoping for um, just a better day without actually doing anything about it ain't gonna get you anywhere. So I
Sam whispers in your ear, "What's tomorrow?"
I'll tell you later.
Okay, I just didn't want to interrupt. And Gus just goes, "You're interrupting now." He pulls it back.
But the sacrifices must be made, you know. So yeah, but I would never um I would never tell or even attempt to make any of you do what you wouldn't want to do. So, free will and all. But yeah, we might need some help tonight. And honestly, I really don't want you guys involved unless things are looking really bad. You know what I mean? But,
And your sister, which one? Yeah, your sister Rudy's just like, I mean, I'm down to get involved whatever way you need. And Rana's just like, me less so, because I'm not really all the swing sword fight type like this one over here. They kind of like fight each other for like 2 seconds. But she kind of druid crafts this kind of small like flower, and then it ignites and turns to nothing.
yeah, I think.
But if I'm in the way of you in Oblivion, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I think you guys are pretty well equipped.
And your mom kind of smiles and kind of looks behind her. Rumble is a family of fighters in several ways.
Yeah.
So you point, rather, Rumble Belly, and we'll follow my little general. And your dad's just like, oh, you had me right at the end there. You didn't have to add the little general. All right, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But okay.
Aziz is just like, this is going well.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, yeah, it really is.
Oh, that reminds me, son. Was there anything else before we get into strategy?
Was there anything else? Am I
Mhm.
forgetting something?
No, if not, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure before we get into, planning for this big thing.
Uh, uh, Sam? Gus?
Hmm?
Am I
What?
forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wasn't that the plan? To come over
Yeah,
and say
yeah.
hello and figure out how we're gonna kill Bradshaw?
Uh, no, that's not the goal.
I, no, sorry, I spoke out of. Yeah.
It's the last resort.
Talk, then talk more, then maybe talk more, then.
And maybe attempt to subdue or,
Mm-hmm.
and if that doesn't work,
Chain
then,
lightning.
you know, um, boy, oh boy.
I'm not saying I want to, but I'm just saying he's scary.
I mean, he is, but
In a weird, charming way. I don't like it.
but also, I'm not afraid of him.
Hmm. And Gus will look at you, kind of put a hand on your shoulder. Yeah, me neither. And so just like, oh, I guess it's just me. And which is fine, like no big deal. Azias? I don't know, because I've never met them. And your parents just look over, like just bemused at the conversation.
Well, um, huh. I think that's it for now, at least.
All
Um,
right.
so let's see. I
As you're
want to.
saying
I'm
that,
gonna
you're
want to walk over to the window.
okay. And as you do that, your dad takes out a large scroll and then paints out a map of Okeechobee that looks like a zoomed in version of the magic that Jess made.
Um. So does this room just have like one windows on one wall?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When I go out to the window and look down, what do I see?
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay. That is a 21 with a natural
Look
19.
at you. Look at you.
That's my Zucria die right there.
Yeah, there it is. We see you. Um, looks like a normal stable. It's a bit jarring considering the last two times you've been down there. There have been quite the cataclysmic events.
So the
One thing of
room,
note that I forgot to mention earlier
yeah.
was the um, it is overcast this early morn. Yeah, not early morn. It's more like 8-ish, 8:30ish.
Right.
Um, and there is sort of a small hustle and bustle down down there initially as you look down. But what you do notice that is a bit jarring is there's almost a evacuation of people and horses as you look down and people are bouncing. They're heading out wherever they're going. Um, and another moment passes, and the wall where that dummy plane that Julie said that Rune found.
Yeah.
Um,
No, Jalisa found it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Is back.
Right. Hey, Mom.
Yes, dude.
You see that wall down there?
Oh, yeah. That
Uh,
goes behind you.
there's a. Yesterday there was a. We found a demi-plane there that I dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
But it's back.
Well,
So, just want you to be aware.
when did that get there?
I don't know.
One last thing that you see. It's a bit odd from the angle that you're at, so you didn't see it initially. In the back, in the same dirt color, is a table with several chairs.
Oh. Interesting.
When you count the chairs quickly, there's a big ass table. It's like
Yeah.
16 chairs.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay.
I think we'll cut back to Zakria and Rune with that information. So
Did you say? Sorry, wait, Jake. I'm sorry. Did you say there was like 16 people?
Chairs.
Like it was
there were 16 chairs.
chairs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. It's fine. Cool. No doubt.
Cool. Tight. Go.
So, as you are looking at these two lightning Bahir heads with this scroll and note, and telling Rune that we're good, where are you headed now?
Oh. Zakria is going to, before leaving, because she wouldn't trust just leaving them. She's gonna produce
Sure.
flame and burn the heads.
Okay.
She wouldn't even trust Melora to eat them because God knows what's been done to them.
It takes a few casts, but you get the job done. And they turn into soot and nothingness.
Good.
Did you keep the note or did you burn it as well?
I keep the note. I'm gonna show it
Okay.
to Rune
Okay.
and just walking and talking now, heading to our destination. Just
Mm-hmm. Is this the library you're heading to or somewhere else?
well, Zakria will ask Rune. You want to head to the library first, or do we want to do what you gotta do?
Just from what I've seen with everyone like not being there and leaving, I'll just tell Zakir like, you go ahead to the library. I'm gonna check out some of these shops and stuff nearby to see if anybody's still around, and if they are, I'll try to assess the situation.
Look, we've got all day. I can wait here with you and check it out.
As you say,
okay.
Rune, as you say that, there is a like a strange pain like on your ear, and you kind of like you go to essentially kind of swat it away, and you realize that Pepper is biting your ear. Not like a chomp, but not
like a
playfully, more of an inattention. Yeah.
And like Rune is kind of like, yes, Pepper. Yes,
it was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the look of like, oh no, I get why you're doing it, but I'm still big enough to ignore you.
I'm still bigger than you. Fuck off. Totally fair. Okay, so where are we going?
But
So
we're gonna hang out here and check some stuff out, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna check out the nearby. Like I said, just check out like the nearby shops that are close to the library, just to see if there's anybody.
Well, you're still
like,
in the Port District, so
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't even get to the Rich District. Oh shit.
no. But if you're walking and talking, like you could certainly, obviously, make your way there. Passing through the Commerce District, nearby the Brass Tacks, and even more jarring. Where there's been pockets of quiet in Okeechobee. What's jarring is all you hear as you see the exodus from the stables, from behind the brass tacks, is the sounds of running water from the fountain, which you may have never, until you went down there into the sewers or came up from, you may have never heard. Just thanks to the hustle and bustle of people.
Are there any? I do hear birds, right? Like birds flying around.
A few.
Okay, if it was like no, if you just said no birds, I'm like, oh fuck, something is downright eerie. Yeah, just kind of like looking around.
Okay.
Just trying to just definitely like taking a mental note of how suddenly, not like just how sudden this is. Like, even though we've been preparing, like knowing we've been preparing the city for something, but the fact that it is now this level of deserted.
Today's the day.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a part of you that is also like, I'm just not to implant this onto you, but the people did listen.
Yeah. And Ruin's just gonna kind of look at well, not even like really look, it's the same walking and talking thing, and just so what's the high chance that this meeting with Bradshaw goes smooth without any type of confrontation breaking out?
You want comfort or honesty?
Honesty all day.
I put it at less than 5%.
Good to know.
Where I stand is that I'll hear him. And I will make counter offers and negotiations. We're not here to talk shit at each other. We're here to make moves now. If negotiations do come to a head where we cannot agree on the things we want, conflict will ensue. I see my chances at convincing Bradshaw to turn the other cheek and look at the bright side of bullshit as slim to none. I see 0% there that he will yield. I would love for him to prove me wrong. That said, Sator has made his opinion clear. We will never work with or for a man like that. The way
As you're walking, by the way,
go ahead.
That's a quick note. You're starting to pass by some of the shops in the Commerce District, some of them that you've been inside. Joyce's Arcana, that small, almost like small pop-up shop, abandoned, seemingly. Griffin's Emporium, which is noted by the fact that it has a scratched out sign, boarded up. The place that you got your suits for Thyreus's ball, where is it even here? It's like you're walking into like an old western. All you're missing is the wind and the cobble and the
Tumbleweed.
Thank you.
Tumbleweed. Got you.
Because we're on cobblestone streets, my brain immediately went to cobwebs for some reason. I don't even know.
That's the sound of there's like the screech of a hawk and a lone slide guitar.
Indeed. But yeah. There's still a collection of guards, by the way, in between the barrier and not currently. But please continue.
I'm not honestly sure we can make any sort of negotiations. Or that anything he can say will appease what we're looking for. But we'd be hypocrites if we didn't try. That said, with the two Bahira heads and the note, I have reason to believe that Reese is on the opposing side. The gentleman for whom we were supposed to be slaying Bahirs. And, shit got a little weird when we heard he was experimenting on creatures.
Yeah, people.
So we can expect some weird fucking creatures at this fight.
Yeah. People get funny when you start to question their morality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As you approach the what has always been a choke point, always needing to either know you can't go through or you have to show identification and permission and all these things. At this point, you've all at least become loosely acquainted with some of these guards. There's not even a conversation. There's just a knowing nod. And with both of your passive insights, there is a lot of worry. It's a cloud of worry right now for them. To the point of like deep, deep anxiety. Because they know that tomorrow, though they know tomorrow's not always promised, but it's not ever promised. But tonight, things change forever.
And I think seeing that Rune's just kind of like absentmindedly just kind of like clasp a passing, like kind of like in passing, like kind of like pat their shoulder back area. I just tell them, breathe.
Thanks. I forgot. I wasn't. I probably was about to pass out there.
Yeah.
Thank you. And these are young. They're young. Very young. 19, maybe. You hope. Mostly human.
And just try to like give them like reassuring like nods and pats on the back and shoulder and just tell them like absent-minded, like they're genuine, but they're very much absent-minded platitudes.
As you begin to cross the bridge, you just kind of hear a small cry out. Is this really going to work? Are we really going to win? Tell me the truth.
I don't think there's winning in this situation.
You see a collection of like shoulders that were tense, just like slack off. It's like in like
when it comes to peace, there's no winning. There's carefully trodden paths in negotiation. People will have to meet in the middle, and that's what we're asking each other to do. To meet in the middle. I cannot promise no one will be hurt today. But we will do our damnedest to make sure that this does not end in violence. For everyone.
Okay. By the way, Zakria, something that you specifically pick out as maybe it's odd, it's up to you. You sort of pass as you're passing by on an angle, you get a glimpse of the mayor's office. That's kind of a small tower that his office is in. That half ogre guard is always there. Always. Anytime you've ever seen or walked by here. So it's a bit weird that he's not out there.
At that, Zakria's gonna pull Rune aside. Can you come with me for a second?
Yeah.
Head straight to the mayor's. Go all the way up, knock on the door.
No response.
Jiggle the handle. Is it open?
Locked.
Is there a sign anywhere?
Nope.
If there is a guard close by, Zakria's gonna go to them.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just go right. Essentially, the closest guard is where you just walk by.
Where's Graham?
I assume at home. You didn't want to become a target, from what I understand.
Do you have a way to reach him?
No.
Well, then, do you know where he lives?
Should we?
Yeah. You should.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, no. He's lives in the rich district. He's got like this actually kind of really cool white crystal sort of manor.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
should
it's
always
like
know where your higher ups live.
oh, I figured that's kind of a liability because if like my mind got taken over or something, and like either because they're all wearing their helmets, and you kind of hear like a loud clang. It's just like stupid. Oh, stop using your imagination. Just do your goddamn job. Sorry.
It's even more of a liability that you can't reach them in an event of security breach. More so that you didn't confirm who I am. You just told me where he lived. So we'll work on that. And Zakria turns and walks away.
Okay. It's the eighth row, third house in the back, near the farms.
Appreciate it. What's your name, soldier?
Oh, my name's Jason.
Jason. We'll talk.
Oh.
And as we're walking away, Zakria says to Rune,
Yeah, Jay had to step away for a sec.
Yeah, just fine. That we're going to add the mayor's house as a stop on this trip.
Okay.
Yeah, Zakria's going to take some time, like, being with Rune to sort of soothe these people and
Okay.
have a like, just sit and do what she's been doing and have this conversation with these people. Because I don't think Zakria's ever tried to be present here, but usually goes to the Poe district.
Sure. Tell you what, make a persuasion check.
Not so good. That's a 10.
Okay. Your presence is on the surface appreciated. It's not ever challenged or anything like it used to be. Because this time, especially the last several days, it's been less words and more action. Which is ironic because that's part of the reason why the city is so damn empty.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, what strikes a chord, I suppose, is perhaps that, like, you were quite successful in reaching a lot of these people. But this time, and whether it's because you're so focused on everything that's going on, they don't see the vision. They don't see the future that you're planning. There's a lot of head nods, but you can tell with your passive insight that it's not clocking.
Zakria's gonna find a crate somewhere.
Okay.
And get up on top of it. Look at it, everyone, and go, all right. Who here can cast spells? Who here knows magic?
I look around. No one.
None of you.
No, just got the spears and the shields.
We're gonna take a little time today. Zakria pulls her shield that she never fucking uses off her back.
Okay.
Get in formation. You're gonna learn how to quell a crowd without hurting them.
What now? Make another persuasion check.
Better. 15.
15. You just made it.
When's a better fucking time? Do you want to pencil me into the schedule? What do you want to do?
No, okay. You don't have to get so testy about it. Jeez.
We don't have time.
Okay. Yeah, okay. And you begin to how do you so they begin to line up in formation for sure.
So Zakria's gonna do her usual thing. She's not done this quote usual thing in a while, but she's gonna walk the line, make sure everybody's okay, and do some quick like armor checks, weapon checks,
Sure.
all that stuff. Make sure everybody's stuff is in order, and she's gonna explain to them like, there's one thing that's universal in training to fight, and it's that if your gear is bad, you're worse off. Your gear being bad hurts everybody around you, because then your partner, whoever you're there with, the people around you, are going to have you as a liability. Do not be the liability in your line. Do not be the liability in your group. Check yourself. Check your friends. Check each other. Be accountable.
That speech does strike a chord with them. You kind of hear there's a bit of a whisper, and you say, "This is in 5 minutes. I learned more in this moment than in the entire time I've had this job."
Good. Keep your mind open.
Oh, you heard that? Wow.
Good hearing. Now listen up. Shields
Mhm.
up. And she's just going to run through drills.
Okay.
Putting like-sized and weighted people against each other so that they know what they're up against. And then she's gonna switch things up and show those of the guards who are of smaller stature how to use somebody else's weight against them. Likewise, to show someone larger how to stop a smaller person who can probably run circles around them without hurting them. Just immediately drills, not to the point of tiredness, but to a point where they can practice these things and have it in their heads so that they don't panic in the wake of whatever the fuck is going to happen.
Sure. Okay.
And it's all going to be shield based, and she's going to shout it in the middle of all of this every 10 minutes or so. Just, if any of you pull out a weapon of any kind to someone who's not hurting anyone else, you'll answer to me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, got it. Yeah, totally.
Keep running your drills.
With that,
And
we're
she's
switched to
gonna-
Rilo.
Yeah, she's just gonna wait till she's satisfied and then
Sure.
let
And then keep
whoever's commander take over.
Sure. Rilo.
Yeah.
As we pick up amidst strategy, there is a knock at the door.
Huh. Who is it?
And you hear initially a pretty unfamiliar voice, but only because it's been a while since you've heard it. The voice is Darby, who is essentially who mans the Brass Axe Tavern in when Clayton is off shift. I have a package for Rilo, and I heard that you weren't in your room and thought I would check your family's room. Hope that wasn't too much.
Oh, hey, hi, yeah, no, it's cool. Thank you, I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting a package.
I wasn't expecting to deliver one today, so I suppose we're on the same page there.
Do you happen to know who it's from?
The person was a Yanti wearing a cloak, and I didn't think to ask. Actually, no. But they did mention who it was from. A Bradshaw?
Of course. Thank you, Darby. Here's a gold for your troubles.
Oh, that's really, really nice.
Yeah. Thank you. And yeah.
And it is a large gray burlap sack. It is incredibly heavy.
Oh, Satur?
Goes and takes it off of you.
Ooh. Okay. That's quite heavy. Okay. What's in there? I don't want to open this.
Rilo? Your mother's just like, what? That's quite a large display there.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's trying to send a message, and I guess it's only polite to find out what that message is.
You sure?
All right. Let's open this up.
So you open this burlap sack, and you are greeted initially by black scales. And you look and you see the outline of a small black dragon wormling body.
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to take our break. So,
That bitch. This motherfucker.
the plot thickens as the remains of what appears to be Enron were express delivered to you. There is also a scroll inside that one as well, but we'll get back to that when we come back.
It's just weird. Okay, that's all I gotta say. We'll be back. Or
Yeah,
something.
We will.
Maybe.
Yeah, we will. See you in 10ish.
Maybe we'll come back with Dragonlance.
Is that right?
We can tell.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. So, previously on Emotional Damage in Duval Dragons, Peacekeepers got a couple packages. Some Bahir heads for wraps. Parappas the Rappers. And what appears to be the body of a Black Dragon Wormling by the name of Inaron. Once quite acquainted, mostly via food and not really, but via friendship. That last they heard was heading to confront his father, which just happens to be an ancient Black Dragon. No pressure. But, Rilo, do you open this at the door or do you bring it into the room? That's maybe the first thing we should probably figure out.
I mean, I would have had Sator pick it up and stuff.
Yeah.
So it would have brought it into the, yeah.
All right, fair enough. There is a absolute silence to the room as you reveal this Black Dragon Wormling body. And your mother just goes, Rilo? What is that?
I want to examine him. I want to make sure it's Enron.
Make a investigation or medicine check.
Okay. I'm definitely going to go with investigation. Because my medicine would be a -2. Or negative, yeah, -2. But my investigation is a +1, so there's that. That's my Zakria die, and...
I'll say go ahead and roll advantage since Satir's there, and would certainly help you.
Okay. So, my Duval die rolled a natural 1.
I take full apologies. I give you full apologies.
So that's a 2. But my Zakria die rolled a natural 16 for 17.
17. Cool. You begin to look around and feel around. And what strikes you immediately is this feels... Because you've held Inaron, you've argued with Inaron, you've been bitten by Inaron, probably.
Yeah.
This ain't him. The outer portion of those scales are like the consistency of sandpaper and like seaweed. But they're still like stuck to the body. It's almost like someone painted on scales of this creature.
Okay.
The terrifying thing is, from just a visual inspection alone, it's a spitting fucking image. But as soon as you physically interact with it,
Right.
the illusion essentially shatters.
I grabbed the scroll, but just kind of in the moment, just ignoring my family.
Okay,
Just
who
grab
are
the scroll.
absolutely like, Rilo. You open the scroll. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh boy. Oh, thank you, Jesus. That is a dirty 20.
320 is enough. As you open the scroll and you are immediately surrounded by a twisting pattern of rainbow-like colors and flashes. And your eyes roll back in the back of your head. Unfortunately, you're not the only one that needs to roll this. Because it's anybody that sees this. Um, that was the sound of several d20 if you didn't know. Oh, that's really funny. Everyone failed except for one person, which is your mother, which is fantastic. Amazing.
Wow.
So, as this twisting pattern of colors begins to emanate and surround the room, you feel this pulse inside your mind, and this headache begins to like emanate from you as you feel your mind being assaulted. And but you resist it. You look around to Satir, Sam, Gus, Azias, everyone but your mom. And they just look up, eyes focused on the pattern.
Oh, God.
And your mother just starts to panic. Rallo, what happened? What is going on?
So, Mom.
What's going on?
Mom.
What's
It's
happening to everyone?
I think it's like a hypnotic pattern or something like that. They're all just kind of stunned for a bit. I'm we had a little dragon wormling, a black dragon wormling traveling with us that was made, well, this was made to look like that little dragon wormling, but it is not him. And the only thing that was with it was this scroll, and I know it was from Bradshaw, and I just didn't think I should have. Anyway, does it say anything on the scroll or anything inside?
You open as you look at the scroll, you see that there is a message that was there. And as you look, it fades. Like the color of ink melts and just disappears. And then a new message appears. Imagine what I could do as an ally. Tick tock, tick tock.
See, Mom, this is what I'm talking about.
She walks over to, stops, snaps her fingers, and you feel a familiar pulse of dispel magic as she waves the effect away. And everyone's eyes come back to them, and what just happened?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm it's Bradshaw's bullshit.
And behind you is like, I'm so sorry. I probably should have seen that coming or opened that for you. I didn't. I'm so sorry. I didn't
No,
know. I didn't
no,
know.
no, no. This was my fault.
And your eyes kind of look towards this corpse. This initially black dragon wormling, and you realize immediately that it has the consistency of what would be a very small behir, like a child. But someone went to great lengths to make it look like your friend, acquaintance, which is maybe doubly odd considering the paper bird also didn't work.
Huh.
When you
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
when Enron was reached out to.
Um.
On top of that,
Yeah.
you realize that there's something on the other side of the scroll. More writing.
Right.
and you spin around. You keep, assuming you do, and I'm not trying to take agency away from you.
Hmm.
Um, you keep fascinating company. I just want to join the party. I know nothing of your actual dragony friend, but the company you keep is fascinating. All shapes and sizes, and all kinds. And one last thing is you see like a small bead sort of just tink, tink, now dormant.
What?
You see a
What?
small bead
Yeah.
sort of just tink, tink, tink on the ground, now dormant.
Hmm.
Likely the trigger for the trap.
Right.
So,
Guys,
yeah, yeah. Holy shit. What the hell was that?
do you? Um,
So wait, so that was in Iran? It's not in Iran? Was it used did it used to be in Iran? What went down? I just
it's not.
don't
It's not in Iran. But do you remember when uh we were in the Magnificent Mansion, right?
that Reese guy?
Reese. Yeah.
Yep.
Do we have a way of getting back there?
I mean, don't we have the thingy to call him? His
Do we still have the? Do I still have the little statue thing?
unless somebody else has it.
No, I have it on my character sheet, like
Yeah, you
in
still
the
have it.
extras, like the stone golem thing and stuff.
Yeah, you still have it.
Oh shit. Okay. Um. All right. Hold on, and I'm gonna pull it out, and activate it.
Okay. There's a flash of light and the golem animates, and you see your mother just go look up, and your entire family in unison, and your dad's just like, "I see. There's still some surprises that you got there, son."
Oh, I'm full of them. Um,
Uh huh.
I'm gonna look up at the golem. Hi. Uh,
Scanning, Sir Rilo Rumblebelly.
yep. I'd like to see Reese.
And the lights on their eyes kind of flash, and like there's kind of like this like scanning motion. Hmm. Reese Inacrona, owner of Self, not found.
Not found. Oh.
Scanning again. Oh, there we go. Found. Connecting. Yes. Rilo?
Reese.
It's good to hear your voice. No, I'm sure that there's is everything all right with you, first of all.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I hate to be the bearer of the bad news. Things are very not fine here.
It seemed like it.
Yes. Right. So,
What is going on? Are you okay?
uh, I and there's like a pregnant pause, and you hear a different voice. I. I see you figured it out, Rilo.
What the hell are you doing?
As making friends, building alliances, just in case things go south today.
Don't hurt them.
Oh no, I would never hurt Risa Akrana, the Archmage of the Commonwealth. Of course not. Rilo, I'm not interested in hurting you or Reese for that matter. As a matter of fact, I delivered something special to Zakri. I don't know if you know. I solved the Bahir problem for Mr. Anakrana. You're welcome. But I just needed you to know how far I'm willing to go to make this deal work. To the ends of the earth, as they say. Because I figured, knowing you as I do, I admit, this is not as well as I would like. It's just, I need you to know how serious I am. And I also imagine that you and your friends, after our conversation, made some decisions and probably have traps, things awaiting for me in mine. And that would be smart of you. So I thought I would send a couple presents.
Presents. Like,
Did you like them?
no.
Oh, that's a shame. Don't worry. I'll have one more tonight. Hope you're ready for the party. It's gonna be a great one.
I was curious about the guest list.
Oh?
Yeah, there seems to be 16 chairs.
Ah, you have continued to pay attention. Good. That's great, because I just wanted to make sure. See, I'm not always forthright, I'll admit. But once I figured you were keeping an eye on the stables, I thought I'd show some of my cards. Whether you like to believe me or not, there are no traps. Just a little visit somewhere else, and some people I want you to meet, or re-meet. Don't worry. Reese and his wife will be there.
And
Now, don't worry. We gotta make this fun, right? There's still a few surprises. But I wonder, some of the people that you've met that you haven't helped, maybe they look to me. But don't worry, if this merger goes through, it won't actually matter. As a matter of fact, we'll be able to clear you and your friends' ledgers right quick by creating this merger to the future together. I can't remember a day this exciting in a long time, and I've been around for a while.
well,
But I will say, most of those chairs are for you and your friends, because I assume you'll be bringing company.
How many of
It's
those?
just going to be me. I'll tell you straight up. It'll just be me, Eku, Churchill, and a couple other of my goblin friends, along with Reese and his wife.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, and my surprise, of course.
Right. Oh. Huh. I guess there are some surprises.
Oh, I hope you do have something in mind.
It wasn't my doing.
No?
No. No. Because I am definitely not the smartest one in our group.
You know what, though? I hope you take this as a compliment that it is. Because I think that you may not be the smartest, but you're probably the most emotionally intelligent. And I have to say, I've seen your growth, little by little. Come a long way. I do respect you. By the way, do I need to bring some more chairs for your family?
We'll see.
Just give me a note if I need to add a few more. You know, no one likes a last minute change in scenery or guests.
You know, Rumble Bellies, we tend to bring our own chairs.
All right. Tick tock, tick tock. And the lights fade from the golem.
And the clockwork sounds around Rilo begin to get louder.
Rilo?
Yeah.
Is that who we're up against?
Yeah.
Your dad's just like, why has it got to be a clever douchebag?
Right? But I'll repeat what I said earlier. I'm not afraid of him.
And Sam slaps him in the back. Fuck yeah, you're not. I mean, I am, but
I'm concerned about
I'm sorry, ma'am. Language, my bad.
these
Your mom just chuckles. It's fine, dear.
oh gosh. You should have heard my language growing up. Oof.
It was certainly was. Well, now that my heart's in my throat, Rilo, and I no longer need coffee, what would you like to do now?
Let's get ready.
All right.
And
with that,
yeah.
yeah. If you want to.
No, I was gonna say let's get ready and but first, I think we all need a drink.
Yes, please. That would be most wonderful. And you open the door, and and oh my god, what is her fucking name? I literally, fun behind the scenes fact, I have written down this bugbear's name 6 times in my notes because I keep forgetting her, even though I love her very much. Darby is still outside. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh, I heard the disturbance. And I didn't want to. Wanted to make sure that things were still all right. I did hear drinks, and as a matter of fact, I think I can help with that.
Awesome. Lead the way.
And heads downstairs as with Rumble Belly and Peacekeep fam in tow. Which is a good way for us to transition back to as we wrap up the training montage between Rune, Zakria, and the remainder of the hashtag Guard Squad. What would you like to do now?
Yeah, they should be fine for a bit. I want to see the mayor. Is there anything else you need to do here, Rune?
No, I think we're good for the most part. She's kind of the once over again, just of all like the trainees, just like last minute feedback and stuff. All right.
Is it a stabbing here or here?
We're not stabbing anyone.
No, just I no with the sorry, I meant to do the wood side. Sorry.
If you have to defend yourself because things are becoming a little too hostile, but you don't want to hurt anybody, my advice to you would be to aim for the back of the knee. If you can get him prone, you have the advantage.
All right. Thank you for this. You really didn't have to. But I'm glad you did.
I didn't want to see anybody hurt. That includes you.
And Jason just kind of nods.
like as they're walking away, Rune kind of lingers back. But if you have to stab somebody, go for the belly. And just walks away.
Okay. She's really scary, but I really like her. And you
He's
all
like my mom.
Yep. And you all head into the Rich District. And after a good while, the beautiful cobblestone streets, there's still plenty of the birds. But once again, just like the Poe District, not a soul in sight.
Well, safe to say that they all got the message around here. Is it
Boarded up
like
windows everywhere?
Oh, they've taken precautions. Just
like you walk by the brewery, you walk by Copeland's, you walk by the onsen. And perhaps there are memories attached to them, but what strikes a chord is that it just feels so damn unfamiliar.
Like unfamiliar in the sense of like
this was a bustling area.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Commerce District was very transactional. This was a very, strangely though, like fucking rich people, these were people that talked to each other, that communicated. There was certainly that, especially considering your conversations, a tad bit of elitism and certainly classism, for sure. But in a weird way, this disappearance and evacuation, they all reacted the same. So you have a couple of places that you were going to head to.
Right, we were headed to the mayor's.
Yeah, I
Okay,
want to see what the fuck is up with Graham.
I think we'll just make our way there.
Anyway. So, you cut around a small corner. It takes you a while to get there. Probably about 20, 30 minutes of walking at this point. One thing of note is as you cut around the corner, you do see a collection of 4 guards right in front of this manor. Like a wall. Similarly, exactly same dress as the guards in the right in front of the bridge. Oi! As they see you come up.
Well met.
Indeed.
Graham home?
Oh yes. The mayor's certainly home.
Is he seeing anybody?
Yes, actually.
How long do you think it'll be?
I don't know. Last we sort of checked in was about an hour ago, and you told us to chill out. So here we are, chilling out.
Do you know who exactly he's meeting with?
Yep.
All right, let me be more direct. Who's he meeting with?
Bradshaw of the Shadow Initiative.
Yeah, that about checks out. And Rune just kind of like looks at Zakria, just not even shocked anymore.
If I asked you guards if this meeting is business or pleasure, would you tell me?
Well, on the far left's like, I mean, like if it's worth, and then the other one slaps him on the head. They are the reason why we're even fucking here to begin with. Show some goddamn respect.
Appreciate it.
Business.
Business. Is this a thinly veiled threat on Bradshaw's part? Against Graham? Is Graham in any... I assume that because you are out here, Graham's not in any immediate danger, but does Graham seem happy with this visit?
I don't think so. But like,
how long is it?
Man, can I be very, very, very honest?
Sure.
We're really new to this detail. Like, as in today.
Figured.
Which kind of sucks because, like, we were totally gonna, peace out. And we got called in because what's his face? Ogre dude is, apparently hanging with Bradshaw now or whatever.
Yep, figured that one too.
Oh, okay.
So we were sort of called in as backup, I suppose. Great.
How new are you?
Helpful.
Like, how long have you been?
Oh, I did, a couple years. We've been hanging out, whatever. But it's I've been kind of chilling in the Po district, being like, oh look, somebody's got robbed again. So great.
So absolutely very little to bar
I think
none.
we just got pointed at, and it was like, you're up.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. How long?
Hey! I'm allowed to say that about myself. You are totally out of line to say that about me.
And Rune stands up a little bit straighter.
All right, you're very in line. You're super duper in line. Okay, sorry to insult. Jesus. Well,
can Zakria do an insight check on these soldiers to see how well put together they are compared to the guys she just got into some ship shape?
You absolutely are more than welcome to.
19.
Yeah, they're fucking. You thought Azias was what behind the ears? This is the goddamn definition.
Zakria straightens up, pulls out the halberd, jams it into the ground. Jams it into the ground. Ship shape now.
Make an intimidation check. And I'll say, based off of Rune's earlier piece, advantage.
Hell yeah. 25?
Yeah. There it is.
There's a collection of sound that is only when someone wearing metal armor stands at attention and jumps almost out of fright into that intention mode. Okay, shit. Damn.
No more words. Sit up straight. Zakria is going to walk the line, check the armor, tighten a few straps here and there.
Without even rolling anything, it's lazy and out of sorts and a bit old.
You expect to be protecting anybody like this?
I did. Dude, we didn't ask for
rhetorical question.
Okay.
I know you didn't ask for this work, but you're here, you're doing it. You made an oath. We appreciate you standing in place. That said, do yourself as well as Mayor Graham the favor of keeping yourselves in check and together.
Okay.
Because one loose strap, and Zakria is going to demonstrate by grabbing somebody with a loose strap of armor and yanking it, and then jamming.
The breastplate falls out completely.
Yeah, and literally just jamming a finger into the gut right where it could have stabbed. And that would have been your life. If it's tight and just barely uncomfortable, it's protecting you. She's going to put the breastplate back on, tighten it. Don't get yourself or your friends killed. Armor's not there for decoration. Watch for each other. You're each other's best weapon. We're here to help you. Not the other way around. Oh, well, both ways.
You catch all four of them choke back like tears. And they kind of look at each other, and then like immediately as they all make eye contact with each other, there's just like a you fucking pussy, like just like via like eyes, and just like they all straighten up, and you see like the wellings up sort of just like clear. Yeah, okay.
Good.
Oh look,
Sorry,
we're
words
feeling.
Ease up.
Are you permission to speak?
Not yet.
They're not report. Okay. Swallow. Like.
Do me a favor, and when you're done with your shift today, there are drills being run in the square. Line up, learn from a friend. You're going to learn yourselves, before the day is done, how to soothe the crowd without hurting anybody. Because that is a valuable skill. without hurting
Yes,
yourself or anybody else. And if you absolutely have to hurt someone, do not kill. Do you understand?
One of
What?
the end raises her hand. Can I ask that question now?
Sure.
Looks behind them to the manor. Are y'all gonna kill that guy?
We're going to do our best not to. We would like to have a conversation over anything else. But if
How do
we
you
will
know
not
that
see
too far
reason-
is too far?
You'll know.
Zakriya's going to go to stand in front of this person. What's your name?
My friends call me Bob.
What do you like to be called?
My birth name, actually. Fiat.
Yeah. Rune's right. You'll know. That's a very good question. Your head's in the right place.
Oh, okay. What about this? Should we just keep doing what we're doing?
They're allowed to talk. Talking is what keeps peace.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna try to do
And I
more
don't, and like
research.
he like immediately flop sweats and like panics. He's like, no, I'm not questioning
It's okay.
your judgment. I'm.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna try to do more of the same. We're hoping to go and have a conversation and for nothing to end in bloodshed. If I may be candid, we have zero confidence that that's going to happen. But
You
we
got
will
the stables,
not
huh?
make
That's
the
fucking
first
weird.
blow.
Okay.
We will not fire first. I refuse. If it comes to blows, it's on his terms.
The DM will remember this.
Take notes, baby.
Little pop block. Bling.
Okay.
If I catch you guys slacking again, you'll hear from me. And not in a fun way.
I assume not.
Make sure the mayor stays safe. We'll be taking our leave.
Okay. And as you cut back around from whence you came, because you best believe he's the mayor. He's got that cul-de-sac spot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Triangular.
Zakriya gathered what she wanted to from this interaction. This is
Sure.
fine.
Okay.
I am gonna say, like, as we're walking back, like once we're like kind of like out of earshot of the babies,
Mhm.
just kind of like, so it's probably safe to say that Bradshaw's moving his pieces that he sees fit.
Probably because he's watching us move ours. Word gets around fast in this town. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows that we're up to something. I feel like I've made it abundantly clear to everybody that we've spoken to that we're going to try a conversation first. But Bradshaw's Bradshaw. I can't control how he feels about what we're doing.
You think Rilo and them are okay? I mean,
Pepper would know.
and is Pepper still on my shoulder?
A great question. Riley, what would you have instructed Pepper to do in this situation? Because certainly you're certainly out of the ability to communicate. But you, even though you sent Pepper with them, you didn't necessarily give like an order. So just to clarify, I don't think Pepper has any idea what's happening to you. Muted.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can't hear my dog barking. Like being a little asshole.
He's
Um,
singing.
He's a
yeah,
beautiful boy.
he's a little butthole. Um, but well, the thing is, um, um, yeah. I mean, Pepper doesn't like specifically know of anything until I reach out to her. Um, and I think that's probably the. I guess it depends on what time we're at now. Like,
Timey-wiminess.
yeah,
Yeah.
timeline was just like
It's
because after the when I said like let's get ready, like or let's go get a drink, and we start heading down, I'd probably reach out to
interesting. Okay.
them
Then
to kind of see how
got
they're
it.
doing. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I will advise on that when the time is right.
Okay.
Which is honestly fairly soon, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But so far Pepper has been very not chill, alert, very focused on hashtag buddy system. And I'll say the DC was adjusted for set intimidation because Pepper was like,
Mhm.
not that you
Good.
needed much help with a 25. The DC was like 17. Oh
no,
and then,
moms
like,
are intimidating.
double moms plus a dragon.
Oops,
No
we're
big deal.
hot.
I was really like in real life. It's a Latino mother and a black mother.
It's so true.
Okay,
Perfection.
IRL though, Jay and I are
And,
gonna
and
be
they're all white
menaces.
people. They're all white boys. All of them.
IRL,
So-
Jay and I would be the best menaces.
Yeah.
Secret besties for life. Just gonna
Yep.
put that out there.
Put it out there. So, we're out there headed now.
Did we grab the diamonds? Right? I feel like. Did you get the diamonds?
We can because we
At
That's
some
a
point.
that's a stop we can hand wave expedite if that is allowed.
Okay, cool. I just want to
For,
make
for
sure.
Jacob, if that is allowed. Unless you want to watch us negotiate.
I will
I
say-
mean, that's up to you.
for the sake of brevity, there is a conversation because this particular jeweler is very selfish, sees the supply and demand a necessity, and was going to charge you double. But y'all are Latino black mom,
Mhm.
so he falls apart almost immediately. So he has 3 total in stock. So knock off 900 gold.
Fine, I got it.
You sure?
Yep.
Right. Less.
This here also mentioned party funds last time too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we can deal with the bank later when Christopher comes back.
We'll deal with that when it
We'll,
comes.
we'll settle our debts later.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But they
I
are
think
get paid for.
So do we still need to brain in words? We did the business at the library, or do we have to still go back there so you can do?
You have
Still
not been in the
to go back
library yet.
there. I have
Okay.
some bits and pieces of research.
This is your
work to
second time
do.
in the library, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
So we probably should make our way back to back to the library so we can take care of that.
Right. Is there anything else you needed to handle out here?
think
Or
we've
are you
seen.
feeling set?
Feeling pretty. So hold on, make sure there's not something.
I will say, while you're thinking about it,
Hmm.
you haven't seen any of those cleaning bugs since you got to the Rich District.
We haven't seen any of them.
Not a one.
Does it look perceptibly dirtier? Even a little bit dirtier?
No. But that could also be because of the people being gone. Because what you recall, the behavior specifically was people would litter and then the litter was removed. But of course, in order to do that, there has to be litter.
Yeah.
Or something of the sort.
Zakriya's gonna rip a page out of a notebook and throw it on the ground.
I was really hoping you were going to do that. I really was.
Just crumple it
okay.
up and go.
All right.
Just testing the theory.
All right. Let me double check one thing. Great. Yep. Toss it down. And then immediately there's that familiar flash of orange. Gone. As a familiar sturge and heads out.
What direction does it go in?
Make a perception check.
$19.
19. It's a great question. That I'm surprised has not come up yet, honestly. You look around and you almost immediately lose sight of it because you have to spin back around to continue to catch it as it heads towards the Po District to about the northwestern side of the city and then disappears into the overcast sky because it is itty bitty.
From the same notebook, Zakriya's going to pull out a paper bird and write like a quick 3-sentence thing to Graham. It's Z. Where are the Rich District street cleaners located? Address would be great. Fold it, send.
Okay. Right to where you went.
Cool. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna get to the bottom of those weird fucking things. It's a job. It's gonna be a way to bring money to people. Cleaning the streets. It is a job. It's a sucky job. It's a job nobody would want, but a job is a job. Leaving it to magic feels lazy. Or we can teach people the magic that makes it happen and expand it to the rest of the fucking city. I don't care. We're going to do something about it. Let's go to the library.
And for the sake of brevity, this is a little on the late side. You are looking for answers to 2 questions, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Which is there any information about Lavos?
Mm-hmm.
And it was specifically like a history of the city type situation?
Yeah, history of specifically Okeechovia. So,
Yep.
like, if there is a book she could check out and read.
Totally. Yeah, and there is one. What's jarring is Lavos is 404 not found. There's nothing about Lavos in here.
Zakriya almost expects that. Unfortunately. She doesn't want it to be true, but she expects that.
But you do get information that there is and something you, I think, may have already known, is there is a much larger library in the capital.
Cool.
This is almost an annex of said library.
Is there a librarian close by or present?
Oh yeah. I'm just brevitying it, but
Yeah.
yes.
She would ask that librarian if the other library can be communicated with from here.
Mm.
And if they could, and if this is the case, if they could see if there are any books in their stores,
Gotcha.
so that we know if we can make a trip to the capital, if we have to make a trip to the capital or not.
And who you're talking to is someone you met before. This small femme presenting human with jet black hair, ponytail, glasses, wearing these long, beautiful red and yellow and green robes, and a small name tag that says Julia on it. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, we at the end of my shift, which is in about 6 hours or so, it's not exactly going quickly, especially because nobody's coming today for obvious reasons. But the mayor thought that if there's anything that should stay open, it's the library, because information should stay accessible. And also, he offered me overtime, so and danger pay.
You
So
gotta do
that's
what you gotta
great.
do.
I suppose so.
I appreciate the hustle. Do you know you have a way to keep yourself safe during this?
I'm just kind of hoping for the best, if I'm being very honest.
If Graham gives you shit about closing early for your own safety, you tell me.
Okay, sure. I don't think he's a bit passive, so I don't think so.
I understand.
But good to know. Anyway, yes. Yeah, we sort of utilize sending twice a day for shift change purposes, as well as if we need to coordinate sending books between the two locations. Thankfully, we've got a teleportation circle for that.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, just looking for any information on Lavos.
What is a Lavos?
I'm sorry?
What is a Lavos? Is this some sort of bread?
A being, some sort of divine entity of sorts.
I don't know of any pantheonic godlike deity of this.
I'm unaware
But I've
also.
read every book in this damn library. If I do say so myself.
Yeah, look, sort of a deity could potentially be dangerous. So maybe look in
No pressure?
demonology.
Oh.
Perhaps.
Okay. You're thinking this is something from the abyss.
It could well be. So long as you're looking for a powerful being that was sealed away many
Powerful
millennia
being.
ago.
Are you sure you're not thinking about the Elder Eye?
Come again?
Nothing, never mind. It's fine. Love us, okay.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah. Sure. Anytime.
Because
As long as we're open and I'm getting... Yeah, go ahead.
On that Elder Eye thing?
Yeah, sure.
So that's fun.
You
Terrible!
like having fun.
I do like having
Duval
fun.
Dragons.
10.
10. Weird.
Zachariah is
Very
going to write
odd.
it down, though.
Sure.
After we leave the library, the evil...
Make a religion check.
A religion check.
Uh-huh.
What did you say it was again? The
Elder Eye.
The Elder Eye. I keep thinking evil eye, like this is my grandma's Santeria bullshit.
I was like, this is a different kind of magic.
The Elder Eye. Okay.
Yeah.
Religion. 15.
15. Fair enough. Yeah. Interesting. What's fascinating about this is you don't initially pick up anything, but then you remember that there was a god called Thari's Doom, known as all kinds of chaos, the chained god, said to be down deep, 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 deep at the last level of the abyss, chained, waiting for release. But the Elder Eye itself is a little bit different. Just a tad. Gunador is its name. But that's about it. You just know the names.
Okay. You said Gunador?
Gunador.
Cool. All right. Having checked out a book on Okeechobee, Zakria can be checked off as well satisfied with her adventures today.
Saves her game and
Yeah. Gonna save the game. Gonna go to my
take a
closest
little survey at the
waypoint.
end.
Yeah, we're gonna take a survey. 5 stars.
Hey.
Jacob was a great GM, and can't wait to see it in 2 weeks.
And that's why I kill Zakria last. Anyway,
no. Mercy would be killing her first. Thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. Then she's got to go. Rune, what about you?
Not really. Rune's not really a book person. That sounds so bad to say.
So,
I think actually she would have waited.
Let me make it more jarring for you because I just realized that you as a player has not been here before, and I forgot to mention this because this was we're here a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like before they met Bradshaw a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
That was about 20 episodes or so ago. Yeah.
A little longer than that, I think, even. But probably fair. You are the historian, Marisha, right? So what's jarring immediately is when you walked in earlier, there were these 2 golden rod wooden double doors that entered into this lobby of red wallpaper and a small wooden desk that Julia is sitting in, and then 2 double doors in the back. And then as those doors open, it's a sheet of white. And you walk into the room of the sheet of white until you think of a search of a book. And then books appear in the air to you until you start eliminating and thinking about keywords. And as you think keywords, it eliminates books, and other books appear all around. There are no shelves, no books until you start to think of them.
And
this is why the library is so small.
Save on space, gotcha. I think seeing like I think this is like a little bit much for Rune. From what she's definitely what she's used to. I think when she sees all of the books and stuff, it's like, I'm gonna just. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait out. I'm gonna wait out here.
Sure. You good? You all right? You
afraid
of books?
I mean, Elaine's more of a reader. I'm more of the doer. But I don't.
And she would lose her fucking shit.
Yeah. I'm taking like mental like notes so I can like describe it like to her. But Rune is very much just like, and like I think it's also like Rune is trying very hard, like, you know how when you try to unintentionally not think of something but you end up thinking about something anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like that, and like she's trying not to think of like things that Elaine would like, but she ends up thinking about stuff. So I think that would like also like summon books, which makes her more freaked out because she's not saying anything. And she just like kind of just casually just like thank you and like no doubt, no doubt. And let's just like walk out. I'll agree. I'll see you out front.
Oh, you're afraid of books. It's fine.
I'm not
I'll see you
afraid of
outside.
books. Books are just appearing.
You get that a lot. We should really change probably how that's presented. But it's also kind of fun.
I think it's delightful. Anyway, you have yourself a great day, Julie. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Good luck out there.
Stay safe.
You too. And as you leave, I'm assuming you're heading back to the Peacekeep, or is there anything more you wanted to do in the Rift District?
We'll head back.
Or you could just head to Brass Tacks, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll head
Up to you.
directly to Brass Tacks, considering we don't
Okay.
assume. Zakria wouldn't assume that Ryla would leave his family since they're going to have a long conversation.
Sure.
Would as I don't know how long I was able to stand outside and look. Have any more like messengers like appeared while I've been like waiting for Zakria or within the area?
Great question. Make a perception check.
Fucking little messengers of death. Perception.
Can I just tell y'all something? I need to step outside the game for a minute and just tell you. I have like tingly sensations happening throughout my body right now because some of this shit I've been holding on to for years.
You'll probably see a doctor about that.
I was like, that sounds like a stroke. Tingling sensations.
Let me compliment you.
If it lasts
How
longer,
dare you? Hey, Jess, guess what?
hour.
You know how I'm coming to hang out in Philly next week? You're not invited anymore.
To hell with you. I'm going anyway.
Like I said, if it lasts,
You
if it
fucking
lasts
goblin,
longer-
of course you are.
if it lasts longer than an hour, see a doctor.
Anyway, I just thought I would share.
I mean,
What were you saying, Maddie? Fair enough.
I rolled a 6. How do I roll a 6 on two different
That's the way it
I see
goes
nothing.
sometimes.
I see nothing.
Hey, no,
Jail.
you sure don't.
Dice jail.
Jail.
Sure don't.
For shame.
Imprisoned.
Anyway, so
what about Pepper?
Oh, because I got peps on
it's a
me.
great question.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was segueing. Because that is right about the time. How do you reach out to them, Ryla?
Like I literally just like pop into Pepper perception and just kind of look, go, oh, Rune, and just speaking in my voice,
Which is why we rolled a 6, because as soon as you start to look, pop.
oh, hey, Rune.
Oh God, I never get used to that. Hey, Rilo.
How you doing?
Meh.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah.
Whoops. I had another chat with
As
Bradshaw.
Pepper breathes fire. Because hot sauce.
I had
Hello,
another
Mom,
chat
I
with
catch up.
Bradshaw, so you know.
Oh, fun fact. So have we, but like not directly.
Oh, I did directly.
Oh,
It was
so how's he doing?
fun. We
Wow.
got a lot to talk about. But yeah, you guys okay? You coming back soon? Do you need any help?
No, right now it seems like everyone is of the same mindset to
Get out of
board up.
Dodge.
Yep, pretty much. Apparently Bradshaw's meeting with the mayor.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Is
So it's safe to say that he's definitely got some things in place, and he also sent us a lovely little package that apparently was supposed to be I don't fucking know, some kind of peace offering. He can blow it out his ass for all I care.
Yeah, yeah, he told me about that. He sent me one too, and it was yeah, it was a thing. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Uh, we'll we'll be preparing here at the Brass Tacks, and I guess we'll wait for you guys here.
All right. How's
And
your? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and where's the Korea?
She's in this freaky ass library. It's like
Oh,
you
the
think of
library! Isn't it so cool?
no, no.
What?
It's you literally just think
I
of
know.
yeah. No, that I don't like that type of shit, Rilo. It's just
Oh.
I I'm not afraid of books. I'm just
Oh, who said you're afraid of books?
uh, not. Is it, how's your family doing? How's are they gonna help or not?
Oh yeah, they're gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah, they're down to clown. um, uh, but Rune, I honestly I can't imagine you being afraid of anything
I,
except
I
for your
mean,
wife.
yeah, she's pretty fucking terrifying.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm
yeah.
talking scorched earth, motherfucker. She's terrifying.
Wow, that's really hot. Okay.
Yeah, so you know.
Wow. All right. I'm learning something new about myself right now. Anyway.
Jaleesa.
Rilo, you hear like from you hear this audibly, Rune, and Rilo, as your mother's talking to you.
My mom can't hear me.
Am I on speaker?
Yes, she can.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Mom.
I recognize that the spell likely says otherwise. In this instance, yes, she absolutely can hear whatever is said through Pepper.
Mom.
We should talk, Rilo.
Okay. Great. Okay. So you guys are coming back soon?
Yeah, yeah, Zakria's finishing up here and we'll be headed back your way. But Rilo, quick question, and sorry if it's overstepping. You sure you want to get your family involved in this?
Whether I want them to or not, I don't really have a choice.
You see your mom smile. And you guys are sitting at the bar at this point, or well, considering you're at a table now because it's fucking so many people. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just don't want you to feel like you have to, feel like you don't have a choice, or you feel like you have to, you know, go the extra mile. I mean, I think we'll be pretty decent, and I don't want you to have to make choices that you don't have to.
I'm not afraid of Bradshaw. My family's not afraid of Bradshaw. And choices? We have lots of choices. But We're here. We got this because we have each other. Including you, including Zakria, everyone. My family's your family.
You're good people, Rilo Rumblebelly.
So are you, Rune.
We're think Zakria's headed back, so we'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
So, Rilo, as you resolve that, from across the table, your mother looks at you with a smile. And then the smile dissipates. As she lets out a long exhale, looks to you. There's a reason that I was able to hear you. Rilo? We need to talk about the collector. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
There you go. There you go. Giving me a big old taste of my own medicine.
Yeah, bitch.
I deserve that.
Yeah, you fucking do. For the uninitiated, I was just told to go fuck myself by Jess.
What slander?
Because my heart is so full.
Ugh. Me? I would never.
What,
It's
play
like
God?
Anyway,
How
holy
dare.
fuck. Was that so fun? I hope it was fun for you. Hope it was fun for you out there. As much as I will simply say, as much as I was excited to get into this final conflict with Bradshaw, I'm so glad I got to peel back some of the other pieces that are also happening in this absolute chaos. So all that to say, fuck you, Chris.
No, thank you, Chris, because
No,
DM got to lore dump.
I did, and
Yeah.
boy, do I love a good lore dump. Oh my lord. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Buttholes forever. And what a turn at the table. Good lord. I am emotional as fuck. Which I know is no surprise to fucking anybody. I got to release. That's weird. It's not about music, but I've been saving some music for the end of this conflict that I got to show off a little bit today. So really excited about that. There's some other stuff that's still happening that it's gonna be so exciting. I'm so excited. I love this fucking game so goddamn much. I love you all so much. Except for Chris, because he's not here. That's not true. Again, thank you all so much for being here. That was episode 53 of Duval Dragons. We'll be back here in 2 weeks for what I assume, hopefully, will be some big shit. Starting out with maybe finally figuring out the relationship between Rilo's mother and the Collector. Oh boy, I'm so excited.
Jesus, sister!
We'll see. But in the meanwhile, in between while, you need to follow these people on the internets and see what they're up to. Starting with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rilo Rumblebelly, Family Man, which legitimately almost made me cry right there at the end there. Maddie.
Hey, what's up? I'm Maddie, aka So Maddie Games. I use he, him pronouns. I also use the pronouns of whole and some. Okay? Wholesome.
Some hole?
Hey, some hole.
Wholesome.
I was there.
I
I was
am
right
wholesome AF.
That is not wholesome.
I was right there with you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you,
I fucked
Jay.
it up. Wow.
You did, but man, was it perfect for the chatty fam though? Perfect.
I knew where it was
Absolutely
going.
on brand.
But yes, I am the founder of
Anyway.
the fam that parades butts and yells butthole. But I will bring wholesome everywhere I go, because that's who I is. Anyway, I do a lot of stuff. This week, we've got tomorrow is Prelude to Mirakar, probably the finale of Prelude to Mirakar, as we will be getting back to Doctor Where the Fuck, very very
What's
soon, as we will be announcing a special return of one Ryan the Destroyer. To
Ryan's coming
to
back.
the Chatty Fam calendar. He'll be filling the calendar again. And we've got another game in the works where I get to bring back a character I played for a very long time.
Got
Who some of you may have met during the Three Adorables one shots. But
You mean the four that are going to happen?
well, sure. But anyway. So Return to Mirakar is Monday, and then Wednesday is Dragonlance Legacy of Chaos, and where all the chaos. Then next Sunday will be Dragonlance Dragons of Rebirth, with a couple familiar faces here as well, and then Tuesday Star Trek, and because that should be returning very soon as well, and then I'll be over at the amphitheater for episode 8 of
Oh my god, I need it so bad. I need my science
Arkenhold
bro so bad.
University, where we are going to open up with another dream
Flying.
sequence.
Oh no, we're flying first.
And so much emotional damage.
Oh no! But we're flying first. We're still flying, Maddie.
Yeah.
You
You
can't
flew.
take this away from me.
You flew.
Oh, I'm flying. I didn't flew. I'm flying. You. If you know, you know. It's
We'll
fine.
see. We'll see. But yeah, maybe I'll give them some flying time, and then I'll bring the emotional damage.
And then you'll bring the emotion. It's fine.
I'm very excited about this emotional damage.
Me too, because I know who the culprit is. What culprit? I mean the target. I mean
the target. Yes. Yes. I have them in my sights.
You're coming for that ass.
I wouldn't put it that way, but
He's
Why
coming
not?
for some hole.
Whoa.
That's definitely a shirt now. That's definitely a shirt now. Well played, Jess. Well fucking played.
Sometimes the jokes just write themselves.
It was right there.
It was
Yeah.
on the plate. I had to eat it.
But
Yeah.
if I put that on a shirt, that's just gonna sell all over the Castro district in San Francisco. I'm telling you. All right, so
I mean, say less.
like for real, because that's
And not
dirty.
for play.
That's just dirty. Anyway,
Like San Francisco.
and yes, and then I also a graphic artist, and I do stuff for that. You can see my portfolio at so many games.work. You can hire me direct at kofi.com/Maddie. And So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. All the good stuff there. And yeah. That's it so far.
All right.
I think. I don't know. I probably forgot
Yes.
something.
It's so nowhere.com. It's what the nerds wear. Ba. Anyway, Jess, what is happening in your world, Black OP?
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes at me. I'm Jess from Freckle Sketches Everywhere, and the easiest way to follow me and everything that I'm doing is checking out my Twitter. I tweet about a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm getting better at it. But I am your Twitch variety streamer. I've been streaming video games and my fantasy cartography. It's been a very, very good time. I'm also your resident fantasy cartographer. If you like maps, I make maps. please, my commissions are open. If you want me for work, please consider hiring me. Easiest way to reach me is at Freckle Sketches almost anywhere. Frecklesketches@gmail.com. I have a command. Look at that. Look at that. It's so cute. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I have been your lovely fire mom. And back to you, Jacob.
You're muted.
Yes, I was like, I forgot. I muted so I can go pee. Thank you, Jess, there's so much backlog for Jess to do, everybody. I swear to God, though, when we get out of Okeechobee, I've got like 5 pieces. The continent that I haven't even written yet, the 2 continents that I have written that you haven't been to, and the actual world map. So, and like actually, and then something else that I won't say. Anyway,
Bitch.
you'll love the surprise, I promise. Anyway, Jay.
Oh, hi, people. As Jay. You can find me here most Sundays, playing Duval Dragons, and if you just can't get enough of me, you go over to like Maddie's game and watch me do a little, dragon lance, dragons over your bar. And I don't know why this is the accent I went with. And if you still can get enough of me, I will be coming back because Ryan's gonna be back with Star Trek USS Solidarity as the lovely ship counselor who's got some baggage to help us work through, also herself. And I'm trying to think, oh my God, am I in anything else? I don't think so. I do TikToks at jcords5 if you're ever bored. And now that I've got an actual solid schedule, my podcast, Rolling for the Culture, its first guest, a lovely Mr. Chase Greenlee. If you do not know who he is, he does a podcast called Another Path that you can listen to on Spotify, and I will be interviewing him this coming week. So look out for that.
I was a guest on Another Path.
I heard.
And Chase is amazing. I really love Chase. He's great.
I have had Chase on GM chats.
So they can attest. Chase is wonderful, and I can't wait to interview him and just get into nerd shit. So yeah, that's all I got going on.
Amazing.
Do stuff.
You do. And I have been your Dungeon Master, Duval King Jacob, also known in my real life as Jacob Plick III. Jacob Alexander Plick III, actually, is my entire title. King before that, even, actually, if you didn't know. Now you know. But I have the he, him pronoun. This is our wonderful, absolutely Sunday night ridiculousness that I am so honored that I get to do. So this particular week coming up, as always, is pretty busy. This coming Tuesday, Duval's gaming journey, playing some more Zelda: Link to the Past. Wednesday, where's that cut? Misfits of Alceta, the Dream Team, where I play Kodotar, who's a guest Zero Horizon Walker Ranger. 9 p.m. Well, so first of all, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Epitheater. Wednesday over on the 3rd. Wednesday over on the That's How We Roll _ channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Then this coming Thursday is Outcast and Outclassed, which is wild because we ended our season. We ended our season a couple weeks ago. We've been doing some solo one-shots with our beautiful GM Bass Syrup, and now we're going to do a talk back and talk about season 1 and the first book of Strength of the Thousands, and I've got a lot of things to say. I know that's really shocking. I never have anything good to say, right? Wrong. So come check that out. And then Sunday, of course, backtrack. Saturday over on D&D Jordan Lee's Twitch channel, Empistrano, which I'm currently guesting on. You should absolutely be checking that out. Speaking of emotional damage, had some big stuff happen. Which is why I literally had to extend my guest spot, because my last episode was supposed to be my last one, but shit got really, really, like, in a good way, bad. And so I gotta go kill the bad guy now, as you do. After making turtle like cleric, saving people stuff, whatever. And then of course, as per usual, right back here on Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Dragonlance Dragons of Rebirth. After a top 10 one-on-one scene with Dan, followed very closely by additional emotional damage. Jay, if you have not watched that episode, woo, buddy, you got some stuff to watch. It's a hell of a show that you should be watching. Yeah. Thank you again so much for being ridiculous with us and hanging out. I actually don't have anybody to raid unless you do, Maddie.
Let me see. We've got. Oh, hey, our friend Max, that girl, that place is streaming right now. So we're gonna go hit Max up.
Oh, cool! Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Let's do it. But of course, before we do that, we here like to remind you on the Chatty Fam of a few incredibly truthful fucking truths, and that's the fact that Black Lives Matter. Stop AAPI hate. I said hate. Trans rights are motherfucking human rights. Especially Jewish hate. Yet, not doing that shit. Ain't happening. Fuck that. Climate change is real. Read a motherfucking book. Love as fucking loudly and proudly as you can. Did I miss anybody? I might have.
Leave the uteruses alone. They're not
yours. Thank you. If you don't have a uterus, shut the fuck up. Now your goddamn business. Stay in your fucking lane. I don't got one. You know what? You know what I say to that? My friends that got uteruses have opinions. Do your thing. Take care of you. You only get one of these motherfucking lives. Use it the way you fucking want to. How about that for an ending? Good night. See you soon. Wow.
Mic drop.
Buttholes.
And we're out.
Amazing.